Live from Philadelphia, all set for baseball from the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Philadelphia Phillies. Phillies baseball starts right now. Bud Norris gets the starting assignment for the Phillies. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in, Jose Altuve, and we are set for baseball here this evening. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First of 3 is underway on this Tuesday night as the opening pitch is taken for ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they'll look to make it 3 straight here as they come in on the heels of 2 straight wins.
Yeah, Matty V, we're looking at a team right now. They're just playing some average baseball through 4 games of this homestand. They split at 2-2, D-Row, and I think they expect a little bit more.
Yeah, and you don't want to be playing average baseball in front of your home fans. They need to find a way to win this game and try and take 3 out of the first 5 of this homestand.
And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. Line drive to left. But coming on quickly is the left fielder to make the play for the first out. With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. D-Row, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
Well, Matt, when we drove over to the ballpark today, we were expecting some offensive firepower, especially in this yard. It's a hitter's yard, but that could sometimes work against them. I'm interested to see what lineup stays within themselves and executes and manufactures to get this W.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Adam Pringle, and he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Now a bunt attempt here. Iglesias fields it cleanly. And a great athletic play to get him. Man, wow.
Batting third, the left fielder, number 8, David Peralta.
Now in the box, David Peralta. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch coming. Here it is. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in, get those guys to respect it, and open up that outer half of the plate.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Just getting started here in Philly. Popped him up. And he will make the catch here just in front of the first row, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down in order. So now the Phillies offense will see what they can do. No score. Jose Quintana is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent, one good game, one bad game, but don't let that fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully
Leading off
tough
for
in
the
this one.
Phillies.
Digging in, Alejandro De Aza. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Open stance by De Aza. Here's the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball one. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondbacks squad as they begin play here tonight. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is the perfect guy to have on the mound. A veteran, not going to let the moment get too big for him. Completely understands what's being asked of him. They've been losing lately. That can't be denied. But this is the perfect guy, right spot.
This one's down to third. Lamb is up with it, and the throw to first is in time, 1 gun. A moment now to check out the hometown Phillies starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan, please, Jack?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Maikel Franco. He stole over 30 bases last year. You don't forget about this guy when he's on the base pass. He's a threat to go at any time. 30 stolen bases is not an easy number to get to.
Into the box, Yonder Alonso. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Here's the first pitch to him. And a breaking ball stays outside. Alonso, 30 years of age. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Right over the middle, knee high. 1 out, nobody on. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And the fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch. And for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
Stepping in now, Maikel Franco. No balls and a strike to count. He'll check in here with an average of 325, 8 home runs, and 15 RBI. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now. Quintana gets the sign, looking for the strikeout here on 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Swinging bunt to the mound. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still no score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Justin Smoke. And something to watch out for is whether or not he'll be able to extend his 8-game hitting streak. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Second inning begins with a slider that misses here. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Shoots this one over to first. Alonso is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's focus on Jose Bautista, known obviously for the high leg kick and the light tower power. He's no slouch defensively, works hard at his craft, and has the ability to throw guys out with a strong and accurate arm.
Here's Ender Inciarte, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Missed with the slider.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes the pitch for strike number 2. The 1-2. Hit hard to the right side. Alonso is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting second, third baseman, James Lamb.
Standing in, Jake Lamb. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look at a slider that catches the inside corner.
Jumped ahead with strike 1 there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies.
Leading off
Jose
for the Phillies.
Bautista. And he's looking to get it going.
fielder,
Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
Boy, a check swing on a pitch way out of the zone. Just held up, but boy, as a pitcher, you're hoping that he swings at that one.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Here's a strike.
Hey, I love that pitch right there, and that's where he's going to have to work. He's going to have to work down in the zone. This is a hitter's park. We all know the ball flies, and if he's going to keep the ball in the yard, he's got to execute down to the hollow of the knee.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Right there, it's a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Doesn't hit the target. It's ball 3.
Well, that sets up a big pitch right here, Matt, because you don't want to lose the leadoff guy in a scoreless game. It's tough to work around the leadoff walk.
The 3-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Inciarte has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at third baseman Jake Lamb. Everybody's going to focus on the offense, and rightfully so. This guy absolutely mashes. But he's an adequate defender over at the hot corner. And be on the lookout for him to make a big play today.
Here's Drew Stubbs now. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Not a bad take there on that first pitch. Not a real good idea to go up there looking for a changeup to hit. Sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Missed low and inside with it. 1-1. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Hit out towards second. Played on the backhand. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
This is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. It's been a really slow start to the season for him, as you can see by the April numbers on your screen. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Pringle has a play. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Phillies down in order. Will move to the third with no score. At the plate, Christopher Hawley. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
A 1 pitch on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
High in the air out to center field. Stubbs has it in his tracks. He's got it 1 away.
Batting 8, the catcher, number 3, Mike Zunino.
Here now is Mike Zunino. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First delivery to him on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
The windup and the 0-1. And that's a called strike to the letters. Though that looked high from here, it's 0-2 now. The pitch. That's off the end of the bat foul, and he might have been fortunate to stay alive that time. Line toward the alley in left center. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts, some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
Into the box, Jose Quintana. Now a bunt attempt here. Throw will go to Zobrist covering to get the out, but the sacrifice is a good one.
The second baseman, number 27, Jose Altuve.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Has a look, now the pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0. Lifted in the air out towards left center. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. And he's in safely to third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
And the pitcher was this close to getting out of the inning and leaving that runner stranded, but the guy standing on third had other ideas, driving in the first run of the game.
Standing in now, Adam Pringle, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. into the corner and slicing foul.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Trying to go the other way. This is looped out toward third. But an easy play over at third, and that'll be that. Diamondbacks get one, and it comes on the RBI triple. We played 2.5. It's now 1-0 Arizona. So next to the plate for the Phillies, Pete Gonzalez, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here comes the first pitch. Missed with a breaking ball. Change up that catches the corner for strike one. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
3-ball count right now. This looks like the best chance of getting a base runner on so far.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And good patience exercise as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
Now at the plate, Jose Iglesias. Runner at first to start the inning. And Dan, when it comes to pitching in the rain, what changes?
I think the most difficult part, Matt, is the ball gets slippery. It's hard to keep your hands dry, and if you don't have a good feel in that grip, it's hard to control where you're going to throw the ball.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 1-0. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball. Ball 1. This one's down to third. Fielded cleanly. Altuve for 1. On to Smoke. Gets a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, most of the time, this will be the result. A double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
Into the box now, Bud Norris. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. Down quickly go the Phillies. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping in, David Peralta as we begin the top of the fourth.
Number 8, David Peralta.
He's Ready, here's the first offering. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Under it is Bautista as he makes the play for route number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Justin Smoke.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Justin Smoke. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And wow, a very high strike, but a strike nonetheless, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch, and he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Loud contact there, but it's well fouled. Now another 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Diaz's under it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, right fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Digging in to try it again, Ender Inciarte. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Counts 1-0.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
The 1-2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Stubbs giving chase, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Here's Alejandro Diaz. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Left fielder, Alejandro Diaz.
Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. The windup and the 0-1. And it's fouled away.
Nope,
That misses. 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Tapped down the line. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So with 1 away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile-an-hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Riding in once again, Yonder Alonso. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. And the pitch. And a curveball drops in there for strike 1.
I like that he used the curveball to get ahead there. That's a tough pitch to hit in this lefty-lefty matchup. So if you can get it over the plate on the first pitch, it can be pretty effective.
The pitch.
Nope.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Yeah, that looked like a strike, but let me tell you, when you're staring at a big 0 in the hit column, getting a call like that to go your way can feel like a big victory.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Peralta is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The batter number 7, shortstop, Michael Franco.
Ready for another chance? Michael Franco comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Quintana's ready. First pitch on its way. And
1-0.
fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Hey, 2 outs, nobody on, and a power hitter up. This is where, as a pitcher, you got to use the hitter's aggression against him. Get him to fish a little bit. Something a little more out of the zone than normal.
Nope,
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with the 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 3-1. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
3-2 counts are usually a time to challenge the hitter, but I think he'll be careful here. Shoot for the corner, and if you miss and you walk him, so what? That's better than him putting one in the seats.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Up next for Arizona, Jake Lamb. First time up, he went down looking.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Pitch on the way. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty. But, hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Line to shortstop, and there's one away.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, center fielder, Christopher Hawley.
Stepping in now, Christopher Hawley. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. And a changeup that just about got away from him there as that ran in a bit too far.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Here it comes, 2-0. And a changeup right down the middle.
That's the perfect pitch after you've just brushed a guy back. The hitter probably isn't sitting up there thinking you're going to flip something soft up there.
Oh, he just threw that fastball by him. One run, 2 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. Got him swinging, chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
A base hit in his first trip. Pitch on its way now to Zunino.
Oh, that's off.
Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball one. The 1-1 home. Here's a slider that backs up for a ball.
What we're seeing here is a guy getting pitched to very carefully. It doesn't matter that there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's a threat to score even when he's standing in the batter's box.
2 out, nobody on. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
Just reached back and threw a high fastball right by him. He didn't stand a chance.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And he missed with this one up around the noggin. Now it's full.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Oh, and he lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close through ball 4.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Diaz's under it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. We'll see the dangerous Jose Bautista when we come back. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Phillies nothing. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jose Bautista. He flew out in his last at-bat.
We're moving through the middle of this ball game right now. They want to get things going. How about trying to get some base runners on, or at least get a base hit? They don't have any hits going into this part of the game.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. Takes a knee-high fastball.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The center fielder, number 16, Drew Stubbs.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Drew Stubbs. First offering on its way.
Ball.
And that one stayed too low, apparently.
1, no strike.
Now the 1-0. Grounded down the third baseline. Beautiful diving stop. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning.
Great reaction on that one, and a good job to get down on the ground in time to smother it. Still had to get up and make the throw, and of course, he did that too.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball over the outer half.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something he's going to need to clean up moving forward.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Tough one to lay off, called a strike. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Both teams battling the elements thus far, but we've got a tight game through 5. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday night baseball after this. Digging in and looking for more, Jose Altuve. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a strike.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
The 3-1 pitch finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
3-2.
Now the payoff pitch home, sent in the air out to straightaway center. Stubbs has a read on it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, shortstop, Adam Pringle.
Ready for another shot now. Adam Pringle will swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Franco has it. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The left fielder, number 8, David Peralta.
Digging in once again, David Peralta. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. On a line, that's a base hit. So we'll go at least 1 at-bat deeper into the top of the 6th after that 2-out success.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
Nero, they call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close, and that's one of the things that most pitchers fear, that line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Here's Justin Smoke now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball. 1-0. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home is taken high above the zone.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were two stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. Peralta, the runner at first with 2 gone. Norris over to first, and a dive, but he's back in there. Now the 2-1 pitch. Ripped down the line. And there's his first base hit in this one.
Man, this guy's really starting to swing the stick again, D-Roll. That extends his hitting streak to 9 games.
Yeah, he's leaking into 3 series right here now. 9 games, that's getting firm. He's seeing the ball well, and he's making the proper adjustments at the plate.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Diamondbacks strand a pair, but they're up 1-0. Riding in once again, Pete Gonzalez. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
Pete Gonzalez.
Here comes the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Ball 1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fastball down near the shoe tops. The 2-2. Lifted in the air out to center field. Pringle into shallow center. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first down.
Number 2, Jose Iglesias.
So next to the plate for the Phillies, Jose Iglesias. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike 1.
He dropped that curveball in for a strike right there. But don't kid yourself, that's a dangerous pitch. He needs to start thinking about maybe working that back door, or that could get some serious damage done to it.
Line to the right side. But that's a foul ball. 0-2, here it comes. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The 0-2 once more. On the ground to the right side. Smoke loves it. He'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Pitcher number 25, Bud Norris.
Brock Holt will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out when the base is empty.
Brock Holt.
Changeup too low, and it's 1-0. Here's a guy who could use a 3 for 4. He's got that batting average still down in the 190s. 2 home runs and 3 driven in. The 1-0. Lifted in the air to center. Altuve into shallow center, and that retires the side. So he's through 6 full now, and he has yet to surrender a base hit. 7th inning coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the Phillies nothing. Welcome back to Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Phillies, number 6, Matt McCormick.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Lamb. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First delivery to him on the way. Here's Zobrist now at second. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Ready once again, Christopher Hawley. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Squared that one up just a little late.
Ball 2.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. One out, nobody on. Again, he sends it out of play. Here's another 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Here now it's Mike Zunino. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 home. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Slider stayed too low. Ball 2. The 2-1 home. Is looked at for ball 3.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks, but they hold a 1-0 lead. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go on
Leading
the
off for
hump
the
for Diaz.
Phillies.
He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Now the 1-0. And laid off, but in there for strike one. So 1-1. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. The 1-2 is taken for ball two. Now a hard liner, but this is a foul ball.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
Hit back up the middle. And that's a base hit. So the no-hit bid ends here in the seventh. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game. So the no-hit bid will end right here.
This is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the seventh inning, hero. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game. But from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Here comes the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
That's a tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Quick check on that time run at first. A dive, but he's back. Diaz on at first, nobody out. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on it. Now the 1-0. Diaz run. Hits inside the throw. He's not going to get him as he swipes second.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Now the 2-0. Down low, and the clock thickens here. 3-0. Pitch. And this misses here for ball four. Just the second walk he's issued here into his seventh inning of work.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
So striding in, Michael Franco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. He's set, and the pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck.
Boy, the Phillies have been looking for some offense all game long. They've yet to find it. Let's hope they can find it pretty soon.
Now here's the line drive, and this may turn things around. It's down for extra bases. He pulls into third safely as this game is tied late with a run scoring away from the play.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen. I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
Evan Marshall will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Alberto Coronado is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Alberto Coronado.
Digging in to try it again, Jose Bautista, 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. The 1-0. Misses. Ball 2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Now a pitch swung on and missed. It's 2-1.
1 strike.
Runners at second and third here. Nobody out.
No, that's
3-1 now.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up in a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Hard on the ground towards short. And he will deliver one of the biggest at-bats of the night. It's a base hit. And both runners will score as they've taken the lead here at 3-1.
Well, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. We're getting late into this one, and that gives them the lead by 2.
Yeah, that could be a backbreaker right there. We'll see how this one ends up, but nice job to get that knock right there to drive in a pair.
Here's Drew Stubbs now. And the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready with the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And the slider stayed low apparently for a ball. Three runs already home here. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking neat.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, D-Row, when you're starting to swing it like this team, it doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over it.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Ready. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. The target, but this is low. 2-1.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
The 2-1. And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full. Pete Gonzalez waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Pete Gonzalez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it settles him down a little bit.
Bautista, the runner at third. Stubbs at second. Zobrist on at first with nobody out. Fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. Two balls and two strikes to the Phillies catcher. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Crowd gets up for the 3-2. Nope. Oh, and it misses. Ball 4, and that will force home a run.
Man, when you're trailing, you hate to give up any runs, but walking one in is especially painful. Now the lead is extended, and a base hit could blow the lid right off this thing.
Andrew Chapin is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. Jose Iglesias will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0. Misses off the plate.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0, and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
There's a strike. It's 2-1. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. 4 runs here in this half inning. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
Line drive, right field, base hit. 1 run is scored. The throw home. And not in time as he just crosses the plate in time.
Everything done right, Dan, on both sides, the defensive side and the offensive side, to send him, and the outfielder made a strong, accurate throw, but that runner was safe.
No doubt about it. That's one of those where you got to be aggressive as a third base coach. You know the outfielder has a strong throwing arm. You're taking a lot of things you're trying to get through a decision to send. A good send and a close play, but it all worked out.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball in right. So far this year against Southpaws, Trejo is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he would...
Oh, meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Here's Alejandro De Asa. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, on the mound, he hasn't looked comfortable since the moment he came in out of the pen. Just not fluid with his delivery at all.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. There you see Yonder Alonso. He waits next. Now the 3-0 offering is looked at for the first strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
First baseman, number 23, Yonder Alonso.
Now at the plate, Yonder Alonso. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Fouled off. back up the middle. Barehanded for one on the first, and they get Alonso as well. A double play.
A bases loaded. Last thing we want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. One run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
In now, Maikel Franco. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Franco is slugging over 600. That's an elite level if you're not already aware, so he's got to be dealt with very carefully by opposing arms. And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0.
Well, that's another great hitting count here on 2-0. It's no wonder why they're up 7.
Two-0 count, the pitch. Popped him up. Smoke in foul ground. And this is going to fall. He can't flag it down. Now the 2-1. Line toward the gap in left center. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Boy, he had to be sitting on a fastball, D'Lo, right there, because he pulls this one and gets the barrel to it to drive that runner in from third.
Yeah, Dan, you can tell he was sitting all over it. You don't get to a fastball like that without knowing it's coming. Nice piece of hit.
Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. And he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now a snap move over to first, and he'll get back in standing. The 1-0 home. Hard hit at third. He's got it over to Altuve for the force, and that'll be that. Another good inning here for the Phillies, and the brotherly love is in abundance now. We're back in Philadelphia right after this. Philip Fedder's been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 33, Philip Fedder.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Alberto Coronado. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by an opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And he lays off there, 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Pulled toward right center field. Bautista has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball right over the inside corner. A windup and the 0-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Vedder stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
The next 0-2. This is skied into short left center. Stubbs on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, shortstop.
Well, that graphic there tells you all you need to know about this particular ball game. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Up next for Arizona, Adam Pringle. They're quickly down to their final 4 outs here tonight. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Hit down the third baseline. This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Pulled the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Diamondbacks down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1. Ready for another chance. Drew
Leading off for the
Stubbs.
Phillies.
He singled his last time up.
Center fielder, Drew Stubbs.
First offering on its way. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. The 0-1 pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Chopped weakly to the left. And there's one away.
The second baseman, number 18, Ben Zobrist.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. No hits to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. To third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Catcher, Pete Gonzalez.
Striding in, Pete Gonzalez. Couple of walks for him thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Inciarte is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Phillies down in order, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead. Now at the plate, David Peralta starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First delivery to him on the way. Ninth inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Now the 1-0. The swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Diaz is under it. One away.
First baseman number 17, Justin Smoke.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Justin Smoke. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. And he misses inside with that one, ball 1. Shot back up the middle. Oh, and he can't hang on. And a nice job to stay with it that time and get the second out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Ender Inciarte.
Into the box, Ender Inciarte. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. And now those that have stuck it out tonight come to their feet. And he holds up on this one, but it's a called strike 3. And with that, the ball game is over.
If you want to know where this game was decided, that's easy. Look no further than the 7th inning. That big rally and the crooked number on the scoreboard proved to be all the difference.
9-1 is the way this one ends. Philadelphia jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Matt McCormick claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From our partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.